Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Tonight's nightcap, I do a thread repair on a cast iron cylinder barrel. I also do a repair or a modification on a little oil valve of a Sentinel steam wagon. The sort of thing I really enjoy doing. My hand's healed up quite nicely. All the things are off now, the stitches are out. I'm really happy. We actually think nothing had happened and it's only been 2 weeks. Quite incredible. Anyway, that's enough talk about my hand. Let's get on and get these nightcaps done. I've got a cast iron cylinder block or cylinder barrel of an old vintage 4-stroke engine. That's the exhaust port, that's the inlet port, the side valve engine. And you can see what's the matter, the flange is broken off that inlet port. So I've got to try and build that up with weld. The first thing I'm going to do is find out what thread that is. It looks like UNF. Then I'll make a paper template so I can use to pick up that hole centre, because I'm going to grind some of this away and then build it up, and I'll probably use silicon bronze to build it up with. I've got a UNF tap, which indeed it does fit in there quite nicely, so it's UNF. I'm not sure what engine it's off. Decent bore, it must be a 2.5 inch bore. So we'll make a little gasket or a little joint to go on there, just so I've got some register to come back onto when we come to machine it and re-drill and re-tap the hole. And pick that up first. I'm going to use that just to line it up with quite nicely. The dog doesn't sound very happy with it. Right, so that's the important bit there, that's where the edge of the hole is. That's basically all we need. We've got a good edge there to register to. And we've got the shape of the hole, so that's going to be good enough to pick up that hole centre. That's lined up on there like that. And that's where I want to be. Right on the edge there. I'm going to pick that other hole up there. That won't do any harm at all. And we really have got it tied down. That's it there. So we've got 2 bolt holes now. And that can't be anywhere else than right. And put that somewhere safe. Right, so I need to take this away. I need to cut some of that out, because where the silicon bronze bonds onto the cast, it forms a very, very hard skin. We don't want that. So we just want a little bit careful. Die grinder work. Right, it's at the stage now where I've got to fix the bastard thing. A little bit grind in the back of there, and then it's going to be good to go. This vise just isn't open wide enough for some particular jobs. I'm just going to put a little bit of preheat in here before I attempt to weld it. Right, that's built up quite nicely. I put plenty on. The worst thing you can do was not put enough on. You have to come back and put some more on. I've got a nice sander. I can put that on the table with the sander and get that face nice and flat, and the rest can just be hand blended. But that should drill and top quite nicely. That's that face now. Machine nice and flat. You can see the bronze colour there, and the hole should be in there somewhere. So we'll go and use our paper template we made and mark it out, and I'll see how I can mount it in the drilling machine and drill it and top it nice and straight and true. A little bit of blending on here with the file or a die grinder. I'll see all that done quite nicely. A little snot there once grinding off. But once I get the hole drilled and tapped, he'll be able to finish it off by hand. Yeah, it's worked out quite well up to now. That's the easy bits of welding. Depends how hard it is and how easy it is to machine now. What was it? Right, so that hole lines up, register there, and I've got an 8mm transfer punch, which is basically the same as 5/16. That goes onto there like that. That looks good, looks really good. So that is the centre for the new hole. Looks good. There's plenty of material on here to dress off. You can do that. I'll need to mount it on the milling machine now, get it nice and true and square, and then drill and tap that hole. I've got the cylinder block bolted onto the bottom of the liner on the faceplate. That means it's got to be square that way. I need to set it up for square that way, and I'm just going to use the flat face of this fly cutter. I'll move the camera around so you can see what I mean. Right, so we need to set it up that way so it's sitting nice and square. And all I'm going to do, put a little nip on it so it's held against the faceplate. That comes down, and then we can move the barrel until it sits nice and square. If we nip that up now, and there's no light under there, so that means it must be touching all the way across. I'll get a feeler here just to make sure. Line this up by eye, one axis at a time, and you can get it very, very accurate indeed. That looks pretty good to me. I'm going to drill all the way through here, and then if the worst happens and you snap a drill in the hole, you can hammer it right through, because there is clearance behind it. Not that we're going to be snapping drills, of course. See the lovely bronze material, machines very nicely, except where it's alloyed with the cast iron, then you get some wonderful hard stuff that isn't that pleasant at all. I better check what size tapping drill it is for 5/16 CONF. The drill I want is a 6.9. Obviously the imperial equivalent, because it will be imperial. This is a 6mm. Right, so that's the pilot drill size, or the tapping drill size. Now we're going to get some threads into it. This is a brand new spiral cut tap, so hopefully it will go in there quite nicely. Right, I think what I'll do is I'll tap that by hand. We don't want to be doing any heroics and snapping taps off in there. At least it's started 2 or 3 turns, so it'll be nice and straight. These taps are designed just to wind straight in with no backing off. Dear me, it doesn't feel nice at all, that. Right, that's splendid, that's all the way through. I think it is just possibly touching into the cast iron, which is why it's been a little bit of a pain in the arse to put a thread into. But we've certainly got a thread in. It's only got to hold the carburetor on. Right, happy with that. Splendid. I'm just going to use my dad's little Stanley drill to finish it off. Nice little countersink, a nice little chamfer.